Hey, this is Hal. I'm state organizer at Our Revolution, Maryland. One of the tools I like to use when I want to maximize turnout at a rally or event is texting. But hustle is very costly, and the prices go up after you reach a threshold where they charge per text. So we've looked around for an alternative, and we have come up with the Google Voice Bulk Texter, which is free. So this tutorial is going to be how I text to healthcare activists who are in my Action Network database about an event coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'll show you exactly how I do that. All right, so to install the Google Voice Bulk Texter and then send out text via phone numbers in our database, our Action Network database, the first thing we need to do is open our Chrome browser. Because this is a Google product, Google Voice Bulk Texter, we have to use Chrome to install it. And I'm simply going to go ahead and Google Voice Bulk Texter. There it is. It pops up already because I've done that. And click on how to send bulk text with Google Voice through the Bismuth's blog. So we click on that, and we'll scroll down to step 2. Step 1 is sign up for Google Voice. If you don't have Google Voice, you do need to install it, and you can use it as your primary mobile number once you have it installed. But this is that's not the purpose of this tutorial. We're talking about texting. So we'll go to step 2 after we've got the voice installed. Install the Chrome extension. Click on the github.com link, and once we get there, we'll scroll down to the directions, install it. We need to download the zip, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I just click on it, it downloads, and you can see in the bottom left of my Chrome browser, there's the actual file in zip. I'll show it in the folder. It's in the downloads folder as the default. And I actually have two. I have one, and then I have a second one because I already downloaded it once. Let's open it up, or I guess first we're going to have to select it. Then we can extract it. Double-click, extract all, and we extract it. We'll extract it. Might as well do it in downloads. No reason to move it from there. Click extract, and now there is our file. So now our next step, we're going to go back to our tutorial. After we have extracted it. Now we have to go to the Chrome extensions window in our Chrome. So let's open up a new tab to make it easy for us. And we'll just type in Chrome : / extensions. You could also cut and paste it. And we open it up, and we are in developer mode over here. If we were not in developer mode, and I'll just take it out for a second, you probably will open it. You will not be in developer mode. You will not see any menu to the left under extensions. Click on developer mode. There's the menu. Load unpacked is what we want. Click on load unpacked. Go to browse to downloads. You find the Google Voice Bulk Texter master folder. Click on that. Click on it again until you see SRC. Select SRC, select folder, click on select folder, and there it is. So now you've got your Google Voice Bulk Texter, and you'll know you have it because you can see bulk SMS in the window right there, just to the right of the URL. So now we've got it installed. We're going to go ahead and exit out of Chrome altogether and then reopen it. I'll just close these windows as well. We'll reopen Chrome. And you can see the Voice Bulk Texter right there. Now, it only will open if you're in Google Hangouts or Google Voice. So if I click on my YouTube video, and by the way, this pop-up may come around, disable developer mode extensions. Don't disable it yet because we're going to want to send out the bulk text. So if I click on it now, it will not work because it's not in the Google Voice window. We need to be in the Google Voice window. We click on Google Voice right there, and then we go to the bulk texter, and there we have it, the Google Voice Bulk Texter. You can see in the brackets there's the word name. That's how it's personalized. So whatever name corresponds to whatever phone number is who the bulk texter will send to. And you see numbers, names. So you need it to be in a particular format pasted into this window. First the phone number, then a comma, then the name. And the phone numbers have to be in also a particular format. Open parentheses, 3 numbers, close parentheses, space, 3 digits, dash, 4 digits, comma. So we're going to need phone numbers and we're going to need names. Let's go into our Action Network database to select our healthcare activists. That's who we're going to be texting. But you could text anyone you like. Let's send out a mass text to healthcare activists. So I log into Action Network. I'm going to go ahead and log in, type in my credentials, make sure I type my name correctly so it works. And once we get in, we'll very quickly download a report. The report will actually have the name and number of the activists that we're planning to text to. So we hover over Start Organizing, slide over to Activists, click on Plus, and that is not what I want. I want Reports. Over to Reports, click on Plus, and we should see Create a Report in a moment. And there it is. So we're going to choose Healthcare Activists as our report name. You can call whatever you like, anything. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be a file that's downloaded to you as a spreadsheet in a CSV format. And you can select your group in lots of different ways. We're just going to call them, we're just going to take all the healthcare activists in our database who are tagged. And so tags, and I have a lot of different tags, let's call them healthcare. There it is, healthcare. And now we're going to save and select data. There's lots more we could specify. We could reduce the numbers further. We could choose geographically, but we're just going to go in the healthcare tag. We're only going to select subscribed. Anyone who's unsubscribed, bouncing, or spam complaint, we're not going to text them. Now we'll click Save and select Data. And if you go to the Google Voice Bulk Texture window, you see it's number, then name. So let's just do it the same way. We're going to go back into Action Network. We're going to go, first field will be cell number. And you may have to tweak that to find the right field, because there could be phone number, cell phone. There are various ways that it's entered, but assuming you have cell number, that would be your field 1, and I'll have as the second first name, or just identify the activist. Hi, Bill. Hi, Carol, as opposed to hi, Bill Smith. Hi, Carol Johnson. So we have 2 fields. That's all we need, the cell number and the first name. Save and get results. I clicked on Save and get results, and now we can create the report. So we'll generate the report. First we click Generate. The report will be emailed. So we go back to my email, and there is the report count, 293. And let's see if we're going to get, we should be getting as well the email, but let's just click on this. Click here to preview your report. We did request a download, so I'm wondering whether that's on its way, but I'll go ahead and click here to preview the report. And we're back here, and there it is. Let's download it. So we download it, and there it is. Bottom left of the screen. This is all Chrome. That's how Chrome does this. Click here, and then click Open, because I know it will open in my default spreadsheet program, which is Calc, which is part of the LibreOffice free suite. You may use a different spreadsheet. It doesn't really matter. Now here's our list. We want to sort by cell number, so we're only going to text to people whose cell number we have. Obviously, there are people whose cell number we don't have, Penny, Peter. Those people we can't text. We don't have a cell number, so we'll delete them from the list. The fastest way to do that is first to sort by cell number. So we click on Data, Sort by, and the criteria are there. Includes column labels. If you don't see names, if you see ABC, then you need to go into Options. Range contains column labels. Sort criteria. All we need to sort by is cell, not first name, cell number. Okay, and there you can see. It's all by cell number. The first 3 names on that list don't have a complete cell number, just 1 digit. We're going to delete them. Right-click Delete Rows, and then we're going to go down until we find the people who no longer are identified by cell number, and we'll delete all of them as well. So we'll be left with, and you'll see in just a moment, we'll be left with just people whose cell number we have. We have 1 cell number, William, with a 1 in there. We're going to get rid of it because that is not an acceptable format for the Google Voice Bulk Texture. Now, we do have several different formats in here. We have the dashes. We have the format that Google Voice Bulk Texter likes with the open and close parentheses, and we also have no formatting at all. Let's get rid of all formatting first. So we'll select the column A, we'll right click over it, and we're going to go to Format Cells. And what we'll do, actually we're going to do something else first. We're going to go to Edit. We have to find and replace first. So find and replace. We're going to get rid of the open parentheses and replace it with nothing. So we select open parentheses, replace with nothing, replace all. You can see they're all gone. Now we'll get rid of the closed parentheses. We're going to get rid of all formatting in the numbers column. And we just got rid of that. Now we're going to get rid of the dashes because there are some dashes we don't want. Just type in dash, replace with nothing, replace all. They're all gone. And we still have some spaces we have to get rid of. So we'll click a space, replace with nothing, replace all. And I believe we've gotten rid of all of the formatting. Oh, nope, because we've gone down to these numbers as well we didn't include. So let's select the entire column. We can see these all have dashes. So we'll go back to Edit, and we want to do a find and replace. So we'll do the dash and replace all. And now you can see as we scroll down that the only characters, the only text in column A after cell number is digits themselves, numbers. So we have to format that in the correct formatting for the Google Voice Bulk Texter. So let's do that now. So we're going to go to Format, and then we're going to go to Cells because it's each cell that we need to format. We're going to pops up to number. That's what the category we want, number. And the format code is going to be open parentheses, 3 hashtags or numeral signal, close parentheses, space, 3 hashtags, dash 4 hashtags. Now you may say, well, wait, we need a comma. So let's put a comma in there. The formatting cell engine does not see commas, so you can't use commas. We're going to put the comma in a slightly different way. We click OK, and now you can see each cell is correctly formatted with the number. Each number is correctly formatted. But if you click on the cell itself, you'll see that the spreadsheet still only sees the 10 digits of the phone number, not the formatting. And you need the correct formatting. If we copied and pasted this now into the Google Voice Bulk Texter, it would not have the parentheses, it would not have the dash or the space, because the formatting is an overlay. So how do we make that formatting part of the actual text of the cell itself? Well, the way we do that is we use, and there are several different ways, but I find the fastest way, the easiest way to explain is simply to paste this into a text editor like Notepad. You can't use a word processor, you need to use a text editor. We've already done it, so let's start from scratch. There's my text editor, my new open file. I'm going to paste the numbers in, and there they all are. Now I'm going to select them again, and I'm going to paste them right back where they came from. So we'll select this column, which I just selected. I'm going to right click over and I'm going to click paste. Now it's going to ask me before it imports it, do I want a format quoted field as text? I do, because I want every character, the parentheses, the spaces, the dashes, all to be considered text in that file, in that cell, I mean. So I'm going to click OK. And now if I click on one cell, you'll see instead of seeing just the digits, I actually see all the formatting. So we're almost there now. We've got the cell numbers all correct in the correct formatting. We've got a first name. What we don't have is the comma after the cell number. How do we do that? Well, first we're going to insert a column between A and B. So we're going to click on B to highlight the whole column, right click over it, click Insert Column Before, and the first cell where we're going to be looking to put that comma after a number is B2, because A1 is the cell number, A2 is the first number, David's number. We click there. Now we're going to use the formula, equals, and then open parentheses, A2, because this is B2. So we're going to want A2, that cell number, that open parenthesis just says put whatever's in A2 right here, and then we need a comma. But we can't just type comma. We first have to do an open quotation mark, comma, close quotation mark. Once we do that, if we click check, we should see the cell number correct. Let's see if we do. And it says error. So obviously we did not. Let's try that again. Obviously I made a mistake. We're going to try it one more time. Equals. And then we're going to do, and I know what I did wrong, open parentheses, A2, close parentheses. We can't yet put the comma. We have to tell the program we're adding something to it. So we're going to add an ampersand or shift 7, then open quotes, comma, close quotes. Let's try this time and see if it works. And it did. There it is. You've got the phone number with the comma at the end. We click just on that little black square in the bottom right of the cell, and we're going to slide all the way down. You can see the little purple box. When we get to the bottom, and we've got a couple more to go, and look at that. We've got all the numbers and all the names. So now we're going to go select. Let's do not 200, not 100 some odd, but we'll just do less than 100 so we don't overwhelm the Google Voice bulk texture. We'll select these two columns, B and C. We don't need A because A doesn't have the numbers in the correct format. There's no comma. We're going to select B and C starting with cell B2 and go down to cell 64, 65. Let's do that with a shift to highlight, Control C to copy. Now we're going to go back to the Google Voice bulk texture. There it is. Click on it, hi name, and I'm going to paste it in. Now you can type your message. We've got a great healthcare event coming up, and I'm not going to send this right now, but if I did, I would type a better message. We've got a great healthcare event coming up. Hope to see you. I would put some details. Hope to see you there. And then I'm going to add, if you are not interested in receiving further text, please reply opt out. And that way, if any folks are irritated, don't want to get further text, they can easily let me know and I'll simply take their number out. You have to click I've read the Google Voice acceptable use policy, click send messages, and you're done. You've used the Google Voice bulk texter in conjunction with Action Network to send out a text that's hopefully of interest to a subset of your database. I hope you found this tutorial to be of use.